Hey, what is up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today we're going to be talking about the 5 best offlaners of the current patch. Now, I think this will be the last of the top 5s for now, then we'll go back into a guess the rank. We'll be doing a guess the rank, let's say Friday, okay? Let's say Friday, so I'll make a post right after this video comes out. I'll make a post, I'm going to ask in the YouTube community tab for your guess the rank replays. Send them there! All you gotta do is put in the match ID, it's really easy. And I'll look at your games and try to guess your rank, it's really fun. Okay, but yeah, this is going to be the last top 5. Unless you guys really want a position for top 5. You'll have to let me know in the comments. If you guys do, like one of the comments that says that, and I'll make the video. But now, without further ado, if you guys could smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, but specifically smash the like button, you know. The subscribing, maybe that's an option, but you gotta smash the like button for your boy Speak. I mean, come on. But let's get into it. By the way, guys, if you want to become absolutely broken, well, what you need to do is sign up to the gameleap website down below right now. The reason why you should do that is because every single day we post a new video there. Content that you simply just will never get on YouTube, we post every single day to the website. It's really top tier stuff. I'm very proud of what I make over there. We also have other creators, many of my great friends who are top tier Dota players, creating guides about different heroes, different roles, different items, skill builds, talent builds, everything you need to know to get to the next rank. So if you feel a little bit lost, you're a little bit stuck, click the link down below. I'll see you guys there. And now, let's get into the video. Coming in at number 5 is Stalker. Now, I've said this for the other lists as well, the safe lane, the mid lane list. I was a little bit iffy on the position 5s, but consistently I've seen Stalker popping up, and the hero is actually doing quite well. So a big thing to note about this hero is the fact that it was just heavily buffed last patch. In fact, it was one of the heaviest buffed heroes in 7.30. A couple things to note is that it got 2 base damage, which is just good for last hitting denying, which is all you can do in the laning stage as this hero. Its cooldown on its ultimate was increased, okay? This is one thing to consider. It was increased, right? So Dark Ascension, to be fair, is a longer cooldown by 10 seconds at all levels. However, your level 10 talent now can be 10 Dark Ascension duration, which is pretty insane how good that actually is. It goes from a 30-second duration to a 40-second duration, almost a 33% increase for a level 10 talent, which is massive in the early game. I 100% would exchange duration for cooldown, right? Yes, it's literally the same cooldown if you take into consideration this talent, but you get to be in your ulti more during a fight, which is a big deal because fights definitely can last longer than 30 seconds, and you don't want to lose your 50, 100, or 150 damage bonus that this ability gives you when you pop it. On top of that, at level 15, you have the option to take 50 Dark Ascension damage at level 15, another very impressive talent for right-click Stalker. And so basically, as you can see, this hero has really good talents now, and essentially they're very abusable for carrying pubs. The only thing I can recommend on this hero is please, when it is daytime, shove the side lanes! Otherwise you're gonna fall behind and you're gonna be a worthless piece of shit! Coming in at number 4 is Brewmaster. I actually think Brew is like potentially busted. Every time I see this hero, it seems to be just like doing well. Even if it loses, it looks good. Like, yes, sometimes it loses lane, but honestly, there's this like stigma against Brewmaster, which I've even perpetuated, that the hero's a bad laner. It's not even that bad. It's really not that bad. It's not great. It's not that bad, especially in your average pub where you're not gonna get pressured that hard. I know people are like lazy and they don't want to learn Brewmaster. They're like, yeah, this hero's too hard. It's too many units. I gotta click a bunch of buttons. Turn on your brain for like 30 minutes, okay? Click the units and you will kill everybody. Now here's the build that you'll go, okay? I recommend going the Helm or the Overlord. Now I know it's like more micro. Yes, great. Yes, but Helm of the Dominator is really nice on Brewmaster. It's just as nice. The early game buildup is good, right? Having a creep in the early game for Brewmaster is great. I highly recommend when you're playing Brewmaster and when you get your Helm Dom, you actually don't focus on something like a Centaur. You focus either on an Alpha Wolf, you focus on a Hellberg Clapper, the Smasher, whatever the name is of that creep, the Tomato Way, you know what I'm talking about, or a Troll creep. Those will help you farm much faster. Brew can farm, but a lot of the time it's a little bit awkward and requires a lot of mana. Helm of the Dominator does not require a lot of mana, and yet it helps you farm much faster and drag waves to yourself as well as your teammates. It's a great option on this hero, and you can imagine Helm of the Overlord is nice because when you ulti, a lot of your items usually go to waste. Vlad's does not. Your creep that you get from the active does not. So it's an incredibly good item on Brewmaster. After you go that, typically you want to buy a Dispel if you need it. If not, you buy an Axe. Once you have Axe, you buy Refresher. You have 4 ultimates and a massive creep, and you buy the Shard. And if you didn't know, the Shard got buffed! Massively! Massively, it got mega buffed! It got mega buffed. So this hero literally can bash as well. It can bash with the Shard. If you don't know what Brew Shard is, it gives you Void Spirit as one of your Brewlings, right? So he usually gets like Ember or Spirit Storm. Now he also gets Void Spirit, and it can bash. So if late game people are like TPing out from your ulti, BKB TPing, you can buy a basher. It's really cool. Coming in at number 3 is Pangolier. Yeah, this hero is just really good. I've been saying it a million times. I think Pangolier is on the lines of like Batrider in my eyes. Like Batrider, I didn't put him on this list because I actually think he's just generally a better mid laner. But honestly, even as an offlaner, you know, Pango and Batrider are just so consistent. But let's stick on Pango for now. Essentially, if you guys didn't know, his W slows now. It's also 60 mana, it also does 90 damage, it also gives you damage resistance or damage, essentially damage reduction, 15% for every hero you hit, so often in the early game that's 30% damage reduction if you hit 2 heroes, and so people can't trade with you. All you need is some sort of like Lina or Hoodwink, and you're chilling. Like you just pick these position 4s, right? You pick these position 4s that just sit behind you and follow up when you slow, and you just own. You own. At every stage of the game, you own the lane. Mid-game, you own. You just do, right? Because, like, these position 4s, they win lane with you, and then in team fights, what do they want to do? They want to AFK in the back and chuck spells. Pangolier does not need to do that. He just YOLOs in. And so you have this perfect synergy in the lane and in the mid-game, and it's really dominant right now. And so I highly recommend, if you have a position 4 that is a ranged hero, to definitely consider Pangolier as your initiator. For items, I honestly think Helm of the Overlord, as much as it might seem like a meme, is good. Other items you can go your standard Maelstrom if you want to carry. You can go a stats build if you really just want to become tanky. The stats build would include like Wand, and then like Blink Yules into a Crimson or a Lotus or you know, Basher. That's more of the utility. I'm going to stay alive and sometimes often even be tankier. Coming in at number 2 on the list is Venge. Yes, Venge. I know this one is very questionable. Okay, Venge is a questionable hero in general. Who picks Vengeful Spirit? The hero's stun kinda sucks, even though it's been buffed like 18 times. But I swear, I think Venge is pretty good, okay? It got the big swap buff. You guys know, the 30, 40, 50% less damage for 3 seconds. Really good. Especially on an off-lane Venge, right? If you want to swap yourself in. Make you really tanky. Also deals 50 damage. That's a good amount of damage. But most importantly, cancels blinks. Now, why is it a good off-laner? I just think it has been for a while, and it's underused. The hero's not a great laner, but I've said it a million times. If you pair it with the right melee hero that can secure you a decent start, whether or not that's a Tusk, right? I really like Tusk Venge because you tag team into a stun. Dawnbreaker Venge, Clock Venge. Any of these lanes can be actually quite good. And when Venge buys an Axe, she gets 2 lives. If you don't know how Venge Axe works, when you die, it refreshes all of your cooldowns, your stun, your wave of terror, and your swap. So you literally can swap in with your main hero, stun, wave, die, then stun, wave, swap again. You get double spells. And you can right click. Like, it's crazy how good this hero is when it gets the axe. It's a nutty timing. And so all you have to make sure you do is focus on just farming lane creeps, side pulling over and over and over again for basically 15 to 17 minutes straight, and showing up to like mid dives and stuff. That is it. If you do that, this hero is good. People are going to struggle on it because they're going to try to do too much early on. But trust me, Venge is underused right now and has a ton of potential. But finally, last but not least on the list is the unit heroes. I didn't put Darkseer on this list, but I did want to say that he's an honorable number 1 for me. I think the hero is really, really good right now. I love the Null Talisman, 2 Null Talisman mana boots into Axe build. It just feels like it has so much impact, and every time I play it, it feels like it has so much impact. Just like, you can literally Ion Shell every single one of your teammates in a fight, which is essentially giving your team an extra 1500 health. And just like, what, 90 times 5, 450 damage per second at certain times? It's crazy how much you can do. The wave shove you provide as well is insane. The team fight you provide is great. The kite, etc., is really impressive. So definitely a hero I recommend. But Beastmaster and Lycan, to keep it really simple, the reason why I like them in pubs, even though people struggle with them, is the fact that they can solo carry the game. You don't need teammates to carry with these heroes. If you feel like you do, every time you play Lycan or Beast, you feel like you need your safe laner to carry you, you are playing wrong. What you have to learn how to do is deny every single creep, get every single last hit early on, get a stupid early Helm of the Dawn like minute 7, get your ultimate, kill them with the freaking ultimate, and then after you kill them with the ultimate, you take their tier 1 tower. After you take their tier 1 tower, you kill every single camp in their jungle. If someone comes into the jungle, you kill them, and you rinse repeat until you have a shit ton of gold, and then you buy the Helm of the Overlord at like minute 13, and all of a sudden you win every single team fight for your team for the next 15 to 20 minutes straight, hands down. And that is why these heroes are really good. They farm fast, they split push, they can win their lanes if you focus on CS early on, and that is why they are #1 on the list for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you disagree or think I missed anyone, I'm more than happy to hear what you have to say in the comment section down below. So say something in the comments. I'm curious what you guys have to say sometimes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace! And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the gameleap website where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace.